Hello, dear viewers, and welcome back to our channel, where we bring you the latest and most thoughtfully curated updates from the world of the British royal family, delivered with care and detail for our discerning audience. Today, we delve into a recent and particularly significant communication from His Majesty King Charles III, one delivered on a day that beautifully celebrates health, unity, and the global bonds that tie us all together. This message, rich in meaning and perfectly timed, offers us not just a window into the sovereign's ongoing commitment to public duty, but also his heartfelt perspective on matters of personal and communal well-being at a moment when those themes feel more relevant than ever. Before we fully immerse ourselves in the details of this important royal message, let me gently remind you, if you appreciate these in-depth explorations of royal news, please do take a moment to show your support by giving this video a like. Your engagement is what allows us to reach more viewers who share your curiosity, and if you haven't yet, subscribing to our channel ensures you won't miss any of our future updates. We truly value your presence and your voice in this community. Let's now turn our attention to the heart of our story today, a notable message from King Charles III, shared in honor of the 10th International Day of Yoga. This particular communication caught the attention of both the British public and a global audience, not only for its thoughtful content, but also for the context in which it was released. Just days after another senior royal, Her Royal Highness the Princess of Wales, was forced to step back from a planned public engagement due to ongoing health concerns. The specific date was Friday, when Buckingham Palace made arrangements for the sovereign's personal sentiments to be delivered to those gathered for the International Day of Yoga in the heart of London. But this was no ordinary annual observance. This year marked a full decade since the United Nations officially established the International Day of Yoga, a day now dedicated to raising awareness of the many benefits, both ancient and modern, of practicing yoga. The setting for the King's message was both symbolic and significant, a central London venue, where people from all walks of life, all ages, and all backgrounds came together to honor this millennia-old practice. And the individual chosen to read the King's note to the public was none other than the High Commissioner of India to the United Kingdom, His Excellency Mr. Vikram Doraiswamy, a reminder of the practice's Indian origins and its remarkable journey to becoming a truly global phenomenon. As reported by Eastern Eye and other media, it was the High Commissioner who conveyed the monarch's words, ensuring that the King's thoughts on this special day reached those gathered to mark it. The content of King Charles's message was, as you might expect, both thoughtful and forward-looking. In his message, the father of Prince William, the heir to the throne, drew particular attention to what he sees as the profound importance of yoga for the younger generation. This is no small point. In an age where health challenges, both mental and physical, loom large for so many young people, the King's focus on youth suggests that he views yoga not just as a means of personal fitness or relaxation, but as something that can instill lasting habits and values, helping to nurture a generation that is resilient, balanced, and compassionate. His Majesty articulated his perspective on the core principles that yoga promotes, stating that yoga encourages and strengthens global principles of unity, compassion, and well-being. These are powerful words, and they invite us to pause and reflect. Unity, the idea of coming together, of bridging divides and fostering a sense of connection, is particularly poignant in a world that can sometimes feel more fragmented than ever. Compassion speaks to empathy and kindness, qualities the King has championed throughout his public life and which are increasingly needed, both in our communities and on the world stage. Well-being, in King Charles's message, is presented not just as physical health, but as a holistic state, one that encompasses mental, emotional, and social flourishing. By linking yoga to these universal principles, the King presented it as much more than exercise, he cast it as a pathway to cultivating essential human values. He also thoughtfully referenced this year's theme for International Day of Yoga, Yoga for One Earth, One Health. The King remarked that this theme is a vital reminder of how interconnected our fates truly are, how important it is that the world comes together to secure a happy, healthy future for ourselves and the generations to come. This statement resonates especially strongly in the context of today's global challenges, reminding us that the health of individuals is intimately connected to the health of our planet, a cause King Charles has long championed. The message aligns with his lifelong passion for environmental stewardship, sustainable living, and responsible global citizenship. In connecting yoga to these wider themes, The king underscored the potential of personal health practices to foster not only individual well-being, but also a collective responsibility for the world we share. King Charles also remarked on the growing prevalence of yoga within the United Kingdom, noting, "Yoga is increasing in popularity across the UK, year on year, with millions of people in our country reaping its benefits." This observation reflects a remarkable cultural transformation. Yoga, once considered a niche or foreign practice, is now firmly rooted in British life, embraced by people of every background, age, and ability. Millions across the UK now turn to yoga for physical strength, flexibility, and balance, for mental clarity and stress relief, and, just as importantly, for a sense of connection to themselves, to each other, and to the world. The King's acknowledgement of this widespread adoption signals royal approval and a recognition of yoga's power to transform lives. Expanding further, King Charles emphasized the communal aspect of yoga. While it can be a solitary and introspective practice, there is something uniquely powerful about practicing together, about moving, breathing, and growing as a group. The king stated that group practice enables a sense of well-being and togetherness within communities, an important reminder in an age where loneliness and disconnection are, for many, pressing concerns. Through community yoga events, group classes, or simply sharing the experience with friends and family, people can foster social bonds, reduce isolation, and build stronger, more resilient communities, an outcome the king evidently values. Let's also address the context that made this particular message especially poignant for royal watchers. As the original report pointed out, the monarch issued this new statement just as Her Royal Highness the Princess of Wales had to withdraw at the last minute from Royal Ascot, one of the most cherished fixtures in the royal calendar. With the princess undergoing preventative chemotherapy following her cancer diagnosis, a battle she has faced with both courage and dignity, her absence from Ascot immediately became a topic of public concern and private empathy. The timing of the king's message, delivered publicly by the High Commissioner on the very day of Princess Catherine's necessary withdrawal, added an extra layer of significance. It quietly underscored the monarchy's enduring commitment to public service and continuity, even in the face of personal health challenges, a balance that is, for the royals, both delicate and deeply human. For those who follow the royal family closely, the message was seen not just as a planned communication, but as a subtle reminder that public duties continue, that the family's focus on health and well-being, so vividly embodied by both the king and the princess, remains unwavering. King Charles himself, of course, has faced his own health challenges this year, courageously sharing his diagnosis and managing a careful return to public life as his treatments continue. The decision to deliver this message on International Yoga Day, with its focus on health, community, and resilience, is therefore both timely and deeply personal. In summary, King Charles III's message on the 10th International Day of Yoga was a multi-layered communication. It was a personal endorsement of a practice he clearly values, an affirmation of its importance to individual and communal well-being, and a reminder of the monarchy's ongoing commitment to public service, even in challenging times. It aligned with global themes of health, unity, and environmental responsibility. It celebrated the growing place of yoga in British life. And, perhaps most movingly, it was delivered at a moment when the royal family itself was navigating very real health challenges, making the message of resilience and continuity ring even truer. The king's particular focus on the younger generation reveals a hope that these practices will help equip young people to navigate modern life's challenges with mindfulness, compassion, and strength, an ambition that resonates far beyond palace walls. His statement that yoga promotes unity, compassion, and well-being elevates the practice to a universal tool for building a more harmonious world, one individual and one community at a time. And let's not forget, the fact that this message was delivered by the High Commissioner of India in London is a fitting tribute to the practice's origins, symbolizing cultural exchange, mutual respect, and the growing bonds between nations in our global era. In conclusion, King Charles III's message for the 10th International Day of Yoga was both thoughtful and timely, a testament to the values he holds dear, and a gentle but powerful reminder of the enduring link between personal well-being and global harmony. As the royal family continues to meet public responsibilities even in the face of private challenges, their example gives us much to reflect upon, about health, about unity, and about the power of small actions to make a difference. What are your thoughts on King Charles's message? Do you practice yoga? And if so, what benefits have you experienced? Share your perspectives in the comments section below. We always appreciate hearing from you. Don't forget to like this video if you found it informative, subscribe for more in-depth royal updates, and join us soon for our next exploration into the world of the royal family. Thank you for watching, and be well.